How are they going to create the stories? And we can see they're already trying to create more of these type of stories. This is Zelensky's wife. She is now begging the media to tell the terrible truth that Russians are killing kids. So right now they believe around 25 children have died throughout the conflict thus far. I do believe what they're going to do right now is they're going to try to ramp this up. Remember, they always use the children. They use the children in Syria, they use the children in Iraq, and they're using the children in Ukraine. How do we know that something is about to happen and children are going to be involved? Well, it seems that a citizen in Ukraine was looking out the window and saw a Ukrainian sapper all of a sudden take a bottle of incendiary spirit explosive and place it very carefully with a long stick in a kid's playground to create a false flag, like Russia bombed a kid's playground and killed kids. Actually, they're killing their own citizens. This is what happened in Syria. The Islamic State, which was controlled by Obama, the Islamic State would set up a false flag, kill women and children in the towns, then blame it on Assad.
In the course of the special military operation, evidence of the Kiev regime's hasty measures to conceal any traces of the military biological program financed by the U.S. DoD in Ukraine has been revealed. Ukrainian Health Ministry issued an instruction to all biolaboratories to urgently destroy hazardous pathogens they had. For those asking why didn't Putin just say he was going after them, this is why: because the US and NATO would attempt to cover it up. US DoD funded biolabs in Ukraine were creating bioweapons. They were planning the next scamdemic scamorama on us, and Russia isn't happy about it. The Western media smeared me as Russian disinformation for suggesting this was one of the main causes for the missile strikes. In fact, they claimed there were no such thing as U.S.-funded biolabs in Ukraine. Claimed all of it was a conspiracy theory. So what do we know about conspiracy theories that the left, the Democrats, say we're always doing? Within weeks or months, they all become conspiracy facts. Setting up a false flag with children is a very popular modus operandi of the Democrats and the deep state. So expect to see something over in Ukraine involving children, probably a hospital, all that good stuff very soon. And in more fake news, remember a few days ago when scumbag Blinken took the podium and said that Poland was going to be allowed to provide Ukraine with air support and stuff? Well, the chancellery of the Prime Minister of Poland responded with fake news. Unfortunately, you are spreading misinformation with your quote from February 27th, 22. Poland won't send its fighter jets to Ukraine, as well as allow to use its airports. We significantly help in many other areas. Good morning, everybody. JT Serenity Farms Prepping here. So, fake news, fake news, fake news. The Democrats are doing everything they can to keep the narrative fake, as in Russia is attacking and destroying Ukraine, murdering civilians. When I told you yesterday they're providing hundreds of tons of food. They have offered Ukraine every day. Putin says, "Are you ready to talk?" The terms of surrender are listed. Ukraine knows they're going to lose this. The deep state Ukraine knows they're going to lose this. So, why haven't they accepted terms of surrender yet? Because they're not running the country. The Democrats and the deep state actually need more time. They're still trying to destroy more evidence of all the Democrat, Biden, Pelosi, Romney, Kerry, and all the other Democrats that have been laundering money through Ukraine for years, and many other countries that are deep state connected have as well. So they're scrambling. They can't allow Ukraine to surrender and have white hats move in if they don't know that all the evidence of their treason, corruption, crimes against humanity has been either destroyed or removed. So they're in a position. So what they're trying to do is every day that it's allowed to go on, Ukraine is killing a lot of its own citizens. Ukraine won't even let their citizens leave. Why is that? That was back to the children thing. They can't allow their citizens to leave because then they'll have no bodies to produce, to try and blame everything on Russia. So in 2019, Putin and Russia created a failsafe for their internet in Russia. So when the Democrats here try and do a cyber attack on the internet in Russia to make it look like they're blaming that Russia's hacking us, and of course through the internet they may be able to set off some weapons and all that good stuff. Russia can turn off their internet to the rest of the world and still have their own functioning internet. So that really put a kink in the Democrats' plans. So I have a couple little other clips to show you. Alrighty then. Why isn't tough guy take Trump out behind the shed, only guy that stood toe-to-toe with Putin, pedophile Joe, negotiating, even talking to Putin? He's the only guy who can do it. He told us that. Putin will not take any calls from the Biden-installed regime. Why is that? At the same time that pedojoe is not trying to negotiate with Russia, Mike Pompeo went to Taiwan, was welcomed with open arms by the Taiwanese, and was assuring them the best he could that they will not be thrown at the feet of the Chi-Coms for an invasion. Now, it's very likely that there's probably a couple bio labs over there as well. So remember when Trader Joe had intel, supposed intel, plans, and gave it to Xi Jinping over in Chi-Comdia land, and Xi Jinping gave it to Putin / White Hats maybe? So Putin and the White Hats would know basically every move the Democrats and the deep state were going to attempt to make and when they were going to do it. Now, the Democrats, they're not really sure if there's a real movement going on or not. Just like a lot of pundits and people. But, so they'll have to try to do some of the little things that were on their list of things to do to see how or if white hats and Putin respond, which would kind of be showing their hand that they actually exist. But both sides know each other exists already. It is a cat and mouse 4D chess game. But remember, please, everything you see concerning Ukraine, Russia, and pretty much everything else is a lie. It will be attempted by the Democrats. Please stock up on food, water, medicine, supplies, ammo. Food, water, ammo, medicine, supplies, ammo. You know where I'm going with all this. There is going to be something. The Democrats' deep state are desperate. Everything they've done is being blown up. Pun intended. Like, share, subscribe, comment, notification bell. But for now, JT, signing off.